on to Khan. And do you think this game is going to be going into game 2 between Revenge and God here?
Game 3, you mean?
Well, yeah, sorry, game 3. Do you think this
Because
game
I
2
think
will go?
we're going straight into
do
game 3
you,
right
do
now,
you
so I was a
think,
little bit
yeah,
confused.
do you think game 2, do you think game 2 will go in the hand of Revenge is what I was trying to ask. But thanks.
Uh, I definitely think Revenge can come back in this game, and you can see a few nice bands coming out here. Esrath Apollo, Cal Aiden. But Revenge, I feel like they just, they had their build orders right. Everything looked right. It's just they poorly executed it. I
They
feel
need to
like,
make the plays. They need to go. They need to go in and make
yeah,
the plays.
they need to be the aggressors, like, and even their ward placements were a little bit off. They had no idea when objectives were taken, and pretty much like if you just let the other team take these objectives, you're gonna get snowballed. So I like to see RVG really step up and just man up a little bit and get in there.
Yeah, man up or woman up, whatever you are, just do something and get up. Because, I mean, sitting down is definitely not going to help you against the gods, who definitely had a hell of a performance last game.
Yeah,
Uh,
definitely.
Magica gonna be banned here? I feel like that's a troll ban. Yeah, I was gonna say Cleo does actually ended up getting banned from Team God. So pretty standard bans here. Our Revenge is gonna pick up the Poseidon that God had last game. So I like this from Revenge already. Already counter picking them, picking the heroes they pick, and I'm already liking their draft better than last game.
Since God can only play gods, I feel like RVG just has to pick all the gods, and then they're gonna win. You know?
Yeah, I mean it's a good theory you have there, but I don't know if that's the correct theory.
Yeah, I'm not
Either
sure if
way.
it's a myth, but
It could be, but Vince and Lunaria do get picked up on the side of God, and they had the Vince the last game. Definitely didn't have the Lunaria, but Lunaria could be a good pick for them here. Ooh,
yeah,
I
definitely.
like
I
this from
really like.
Revenge.
Yeah, RVG's lineup right now is actually pretty strong. They have a lot of potential to catch people out. So if they really need to play aggressive this game. If they don't play aggressive, they're not utilizing their comp to its full potential. So
Yeah, I agree. Guan Yu, Ares, Poseidon, very, very aggressive heroes and basically up in your face type heroes. And they are gonna pick up the Zhang Fei and Wolfram in return. And I like these two pickups so far in return. Zhang Fei, very good frontliner, has a lot of CC, can be a tank, and Wolfram does what he does. It can be that bruiser, can be that side assassin if you need him to be. Can go that tankier build if you want as well. So all gonna be dependent on what God picks on this last pick, and RVG are gonna pick up the Una as well. So having a very strong lineup, and their last pick is the Diana, which we've seen quite a bit of, and Bruce Lee. Once again, we see Bruce Ali come into the game. Looking forward to that's for sure.
yeah, I'm tilted. But definitely liking RVG's lineup a lot better this game compared to last game.
Yeah, RVG's lineup is definitely looking very strong. I'm not the biggest fan of Diana, but I do think she has her benefits, so she can, lock down a hero, snare them down. But I do think she lacks in range, which could be a factor against Vince, as Vince has, crazy amounts of range.
Welcome to
Yeah, I would
Heroes
have.
Evolved.
They were actually hovering
Troops
Solus. I probably
deploy
would
in
have preferred the
5
Solus, but
seconds.
Me too.
Diana is pretty good at kiting and taking those 1v1 fights. So I think if Bruce Lee or Wolfram initiate onto Diana, she'll be able to kite. They'll be able to kite them pretty easily. So
Yeah. I like that taunt there from Bruce Lee. They are just gonna all group up and take their buffs. Make sure no enemy team doesn't actually come in and invade their jungle. So I like this out from them. But Zhang Fei gonna get aggressive already. Zeus gonna get into their jungle. I think Pancho or Pacho should go in here and you should notice that Zhang Fei is doing this, or at least check his wills. I feel like that's just the play you need to make. And he is gonna get these wills for free. So already swinging up the gold lead because of this.
yeah, we see God do this quite often. It's just they invade the enemy jungle and just get that slight gold advantage, which could really carry on into the mid game for the dragon fight.
Yeah, that is definitely for sure. And they're pushing in this top lane against this Poseidon, who doesn't have the best wave clear. No, especially not early on, because he's only level 2 right now. Una and Gohan Yu look like they're gonna rotate top though with this Ares, but they are just gonna, I guess, back off here. Diana just sitting in this bot lane with that speed buff, just you know, just easily getting some farm here. But they're gonna look for a gank here from the Wolfram, and Gohan and then Bruce Lee actually does miss the stun, not able to kick him up, and Revenge getting out there alive. Adam on Diana, able to get out of there with, especially with that little dive of hers, making Bruce Lee miss that kick.
Yeah, Diana being pretty mobile. She'll be able to get away from most of those ganks, I would say. Pretty good pickup, I would have, I think. And it looks like they are getting some good damage onto Zhang Fei. Zhang Fei with a double taunt there. Wolfram gonna initiate right onto Diana, and that's the first blood going down.
Yeah, no kill back onto the Zhang Fei. I feel like Guan Yu should have maybe went for the return kill, but not actually going to. And this is what I mean by revenge. They need to make these plays, get those return kills, and they are going to go into this jungle. Very aggressive. Good ulti there from Lunaria. Snipes onto the Ares, and they end up getting the kill there. Good taunts onto Piero. Can he get out, though? I feel like they should try to change this around. Good ulti from Poseidon going onto Thor. Actually doesn't hit on Zeus, though. They need to get onto Zeus. Gonna dive this Una, though, with Bruce Lee. And he is going to be able to... Oh, he just barely gets her. Is jumping around back and forth, not able to get her. They are going to go into Zeus, though. Both this Poseidon and Guan Yu actually get taken down by Lunaria. And this is not looking too hot for Revenge right now. I feel like they're playing so afraid.
Yeah, they're definitely playing afraid. I think they're respecting God way too much.
There's been multiple times where they can try to turn around this fight and go aggressive themselves, but they're too afraid to, and because of that, they're just getting picked off one by one.
Yeah, and Lunaria doing a great job. This is what I was saying about running Lunaria mid. I feel like she's, you know, she doesn't really have to do too much to make a presence. She can just, we saw the snipe come out from mid lane, right into the jungle, securing that kill. Just these small little plays, and she can keep consuming gold in the mid lane. And I really love running this hero in the mid lane. I think it just makes so much sense.
Yeah, I agree. And Dragon does get easily taken by God, and all of Revenge was standing right there, and they just let him take it once again. 6k down now. They are going to jump. This is what I like to see, getting aggressive. Poseidon does go in. Good spin by the Guan Yu on top of Helio. Helio not able to actually do anything, but they are going to counter initiate. Good ultimate from Poseidon onto 3. But no follow-up there, and they actually just get no kills in return. Diana split pushing in the bottom lane, Una split pushing in the top lane. These are coming in. Good kick up by Bruce Lee there in the mid lane. Nothing actually happening, though.
Diana, she's got to be careful. She's going to get pinched on here. Nice little ward over, and Bruce Lee is going to dive over.
She's going to get stunned up in the air. And she does fall. Good dive there from Team God using Bruce Lee's shield, and Zhang Fei's tanginess to tank that tower and get the kill. They are going to secure this tower as well. Ares needs to start getting involved in these team fights. His ult is so valuable, but he's never there. He's just been split pushing.
Yeah, he definitely needs to use his ult every time it's off cooldown. He should be using his ult.
Yeah, at least trying to, and then you go split push afterwards. But even when he split push, he's not using on the ult in the 1v1 fight, so it's just kind of not working out for him right now. They need to try to figure something out here.
His ult is actually on cooldown, so he must
they're
have
gonna jump. They do go on this Wolfram, so I like to see a bit of aggression here coming out, but they're not actually able to land the ult. And I feel like Ares could jump and get this ultimate. All of them. It is a 4v5. This could be a huge fight. Bruce Lee does jump in. Good kick up. They are gonna use the ultimate onto Thor. Thor does back up. They go on to Morris right now. Morris does get ulted by the Ares. Ares doesn't get the kill though. Nadia with a good defensive usage on Ares, but Ares actually does end up dying. Morris survives a solo off. Wolfram ends up getting a kill on the Poseidon as well. It's a 4-for-0 going in favor of God.
RVG got them all so low. That's such a disaster for them.
Really good usage of the spells from God. Lunaria saving Morris' life actually from Ares, putting Ares under, and Ares, when not able to attack Morris, gets out with the littlest of health, and Bruce Lee lives on. His his legacy.
Yeah, he did a great job in that last fight. I think he landed like a 4-man kick with his ulti. That was pretty huge. And they are gonna secure his car.
Yep, it's 6 minutes in, so as soon as it hits 9, I don't even know if they'll have it for 9 minutes, but the creeps do not get the buff that
Yeah, I don't
the
think
new
they will.
patch did. The new patch did.
But I don't think they really need it at this point. They're dominating. They're pretty much snowballing.
Yeah,
and they're gonna rotate to the top lane.
They're gonna actually get this kill on the end. Ton actually misses so low. Good. Oh, Vince just misses the rocket there to finish off the Diana, but they do get this turret for free. And this is just looking worse and worse on the side of Revenge. 20k gold lead right now on the side of Team God.
Yeah, God's rotations are just on point. They're taking every buff, every objective as soon as they spawn. And RVG, they just don't react. They don't, you know, as soon as the buffs spawn or the objectives spawn, they don't react to it and try to contest it. They're falling more and more behind.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Adam's trying to split push this bottom lane, but not able. They're so afraid to split push because they've been getting ganked so often. But right now, I feel like they could make a play top possibly. This guy is by himself. Excuse me. But not able to actually do anything.
They have no vision though.
They should
so
jump
they
on this mid lane here with
know.
Ares, but look how afraid they are. They need to stop being afraid. Yeah, if you lose that fight, you lose that fight, but you need to go for plays like that or you're just going to slowly bleed out to death and lose this game.
Yeah, you can see the split push in the bot lane. Probably going to get this tower. No, they decided to back off. I think that was smart.
Yeah, but no, the tower is so low. All they need to do is tank it, and Dragon does go the way of God as well. And RVG's movement and just sense of play is just not working out for them right now. Good poke there from Una.
Yeah, this tower is probably going to fall. Not much that RVG can really do right now to defend this. I feel like they just need to stay high ground at this point. I really don't know what they can do. They just need to soak waves and get some gold and try and get the their item builds. Like try and get a couple items to get a bit of power spikes or something.
Yeah, they need to figure out something, but they are gonna die with this. Well, and you actually does leave out. And you know, item builds don't look too bad right now on the side of RVG, but one thing's for sure, they're just so far behind in gold that no matter what their item build is, it's not really gonna matter because their play needs a little better, a little more unified than it has been.
Yeah, definitely. And the car buff is still up. It is 9 minutes right now. So they do have mega creeps. They might actually be able to push up base here. Nice little poke on the Zhang Fei though.
Yeah, and Zhang Fei looks like he's taunting him. He's just walking and stopping. Being a troll right now from Zeus, and they're probably gonna dive here in a second. Imagine on this group wave, they're gonna actually go in for the high ground. Gonna get poke onto the Vince. Vince kiting really well. Unable to get anything. Bruce Lee still pushing that top lane, getting some tower damage onto that tower, and so is mid. Mid chunks a little bit, and I think they're gonna wait for the next Zakar, which might be the best play. Vince sees this bottom lane pushing in really heavy. Actually, just he doesn't want to give them anything. No mounts of gold, so he does actually just go down there. Sorry, and take the farm and not allow these minions to actually take a turret. So still 0 turrets on the side of Revenge.
Yeah, Gods, they have really good discipline. They know when to back off. You know, they are so far ahead, but they know when to take fights and when to back off. You know,
yeah, it's very hard for RVG to come back in this game because God is just playing so aware and passive right now because they know they're in the lead. So not to throw or make any mistakes, you know, never running by themselves, which Vince is doing right now, but he's running towards his teammates, but never really being by themselves in a bad situation, which doesn't give RVG a lot of opportunities.
Yeah, like Gods, they could have easily dove base turret that one of those waves, but I feel like they're just playing so disciplined. They know when to go in, when to not go in, and they might even just stall and wait for Zakar, just keep RVG in their base. You can tell they just, they really want to secure this win and make it the day 2.
Yeah, for sure. Day 2 is definitely going to be a little tougher for them. So maybe just trying to, gather some practice here and playing more passive and not making any mistakes. So I'm liking this out from Gods.
I think Gods is looking for it. Vince actually pops ult. He's going to be hitting that tower quite a bit. Can RVG defend this? Zhangfei is going high ground. Oh, and Vince, he's shooting this tower.
Wolfram still pushing top. Bruce Lee still pushing the sorry. Wolfram still pushing bottom. Bruce Lee split pushing top. Taking a little bit of damage to those turrets. They're gonna go in there into this top. He gets absolutely blown up by the Mario. They are gonna die. Bruce Lee on that backline doing so much work. Can he get this kill on the Diana as well as the fight is going crazy? He is diving. He does get the second kill. Wolfram does get out as well. All so low, but they do survive. And they are gonna dive. Bruce Lee jumps out of this way. And oh, good swipe.
Oh, life steal from Thor.
Life steal allows him to survive, and they're just gonna take these towers now for free as Pacho is the only one that's still up. And they are gonna take this game, and I think game 2 is gonna go in the way of Gods.
Really well played from Gods there. Just playing so disciplined and passive, really knowing when to go in. And really utilizing that Vince ult to take down that base turret and really force something.
Definitely, and 12-0 is the final score, not giving up one death. So close to getting so many kills, Revenge, but just wasn't enough. Played so scared, too defensive, I think. Very passive, especially with the heroes such as our Ares and Poseidon and Guan. They just allowed the enemy team to constantly get on top of them rather than them get on top of the enemy. So just well played by Gods there, though. Definitely man of the match. Might go to Thor there, who went 5-0-3 on that Wolfram.
Yeah, Gods just played pretty insane. They just, they had their objective control was really good, and they just snowballed the complete game was just a snowball. RVG, their map awareness was lacking, and Gods just took advantage of that. And yeah, I think MVP goes to Thor for sure.
Yeah, him and Helio had a hell of a game on the Helio on Lunaria as well, putting the most hero damage for her team. But other than that, guys, that is going to be the last game of today. We will be back very shortly to explain some stuff regarding, codes and what's going to be going on for tomorrow. So please stick around. Thanks, guys.